What is the optimal diet? Is it the vegan diet? Is it carnivore diet? What about the fruitarian diet? It's pretty out there, right? What about the omnivore diet or the standard American diet? Just eating a little bit of everything, no matter what it is. Is it keto? Is it high carb? Is it high protein? Who knows? I don't, and I'm not here to tell you what it is because I don't know. But I am here to ask some thought provoking questions and hopefully to get you to think about this. So consider the following. Every animal on the planet has its own species specific diet. That is what it is meant to eat, whether you believed it was designed that way by God or it is specialized to eat a certain diet due to evolution. That is the case for all animals. Deer, they eat grass, more or less. Chickens, although the ones here are eating a man-made feed. In the wild, they eat bugs, certain types of wild grains, some greens, but it's in a specific ratio, I guess. It's proportional to what their specific diet is. Dolphins eat fish. Snakes eat animals. Every animal has its own species specific diet. But then why don't humans seem to? Why is it that humans are so confused about what we should be eating? Isn't that kind of odd? Why is it that we're trying to figure out what it is that we're supposed to eat when every other animal on the earth instinctively knows what it should eat and it doesn't have to be taught it just does it. Every animal on the planet also has a specific environment in which it lives, an environment that shapes it and an environment that it is suited to. If you take a dolphin out of the ocean, throw it on land, it's not going to live very long because it's suited to live in the ocean. It swims. If you take a zebra and put it in the Arctic, it's not going to do so well. Now, animals can adapt, but my point is they all have an environment to which they're suited to. So why is it that humans are all over the place? Does this mean that we originated being all over the place? I mean, even from relatively recent history, we know that's not the case. So what is the human's natural environment? And does that have something to do with what our species-specific diet is? Here's a good one. Every animal on the planet eats its food raw. Every wild animal. Why is that? Why is it that humans are the only animal on the planet that cook their food? Did we evolve with a lighter in our hand? Or the ability to create fire? Or is it something we discovered along the way? And if it is, what were we eating before that? Is there any animal on the planet that needs to cook its food to be able to eat it and digest it? What do humans need to cook to be able to eat and digest? And if we have to put fire to it to be able to do that, Is it really what we're meant to eat? Hmm? Every animal on the planet eats its food without external tools, and it captures its food without external tools. Now, you could say that sticks and rocks are tools, but there's quite a big difference between sticks and rocks, which are not made by animals. They're not fashioned or designed. They're they're um, they're laying around in the environment. There's a big difference between using a stick or a rock as a tool and creating a tool. So why is it that humans are the only animals that need tools to eat certain foods and to procure certain foods? Here are a few more things to consider. The human digestive tract is long, like that of a plant eater. It is a lot longer than a carnivore's or even um, an omnivore, an anatomical omnivore. Just because something eats a bunch of crap, a bunch of different things, doesn't mean that it is a true omnivore. Um, Humans don't have claws or fangs, and you might say, well, we don't need those because we have tools. Um, and you might be able to tell where I'm getting at with this, that maybe we're not designed to eat meat, or at least not as a large part of our diet. So yeah, you might say that we have tools, and that's why we don't need claws or fangs. We have tools to capture and process our meat, and then we've got the fire to cook it, although you can't eat raw meat. Well, tools simply made evolving claws and fangs unnecessary. But our body keeps the record of what was necessary based on evolution, and it tells us what we were designed to do, designed to eat before those tools. So, what do we look like? What family or order of animals are we are part of? We're apes. What do apes eat? We have long dexterous fingers and opposable thumbs, which are suited for grabbing things and climbing. Lions don't have those. Um, I mean, nature is very efficient. It doesn't just create things for the heck of it. That's especially very specific, specialized things. So, what are these hands for? Humans have a sweet tooth. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that carnivorous animals don't. So why do humans have a sweet tooth? Must that mean that eating sweet things is at least a part of our natural diet? And then why, or let me ask, do you personally like killing things with your bare hands? I'm not just talking about shooting a deer from a distance. Do you like strangling things with your bare hands or ripping its throat out? Most people don't. So why is that? If we're supposed to eat meat, is this a learned behavior? Maybe. I mean, people are pretty soft nowadays in many ways. But if it is a learned behavior, how come children don't like it then? And just the sight of things being killed disturbs children. And if it is a learned behavior, where did it come from, and what's the point of it if we're all eating meat? You know, I I put forward that there is a difference between innately enjoying killing things and having to grow up and be numb to it. canines like lions, tigers, or wolves, coyotes, jackals, cats like lions and tigers, any sort of cat, crocodiles, snakes, raptors. They enjoy killing things, and from a young age too, so it's instinctual. But humans don't. So, that's all I've got for now. But just some things to consider, and maybe that will hopefully make some light bulbs go up on in your head, and maybe you won't know exactly what humans are supposed to eat, but it should give that might give you an idea. Those questions, those thoughts, might give you an idea of um, what we may be more suited to eat, designed to eat, and what we are not. So I'll end it with that.